Hey everyone, good morning. It's 10 o'clock here in Cardiff. And the thing that comes to mind for me today is a teaching that was given to me years ago called Renma. It's um, polishing a stone, a gem, something precious. And I don't know how many of you have ever done rock polishing. Back in the 70s, there were these tumblers where you would put a bunch of stones inside and just crank the drum over and over and over, and they'd knock against each other and end up polishing themselves. And if you did it long enough, you'd see, the edges go away, and then a dull finish to some curves, and then uh, polish and shine and smoothness and um, I don't know if I'd call it the essence of something, but it was really interesting to see something that was crude and rough become something smooth and polished. But the point that I wanted to pass on is that you can hardly imagine what it's going to be like after each step that you take. Um, so the big example is that we just recently moved from an apartment to a house, and I was so excited about it. All the different prospects were wonderful to think about and strive for and achieve. It's been fulfilling and satisfying to achieve making this move on the financial level, on the living level, and so on. And there were some things that I could look forward to, like, wow, I'm going to have more space to put my things. Those were the easy things. That was an easy thing. The thing that I couldn't imagine is how I would feel in this bigger space and the thoughts and the things that I could see from being inside a bigger space. I couldn't have foreseen that because I hadn't had that experience. Maybe I did in the past, but the change from where I was and taking a next step into where I am now, uh, the, the experience of making that change, of going through that transition, gave me a different uh, vantage point, a different perspective. And from there, even if I were looking at the same things in my life from before, if I were looking at them, those same things from this new place, I would see them differently. They didn't have to change, but what I could perceive about them would be different. The angles or ideas or thoughts or attitudes that I had while I was looking at them were changed because I had moved to a different place. I had polished my perceptions, my attention, my attitude, um, my my personal space. So it's exciting and it's mysterious because you can hardly know. People might be able to tell you what they experienced, and maybe you'll have some similar experiences, but you never really know for yourself until you actually do it and see. And our world is going through a lot of changes right now, and I want to just offer that there's an opportunity to be excited, not necessarily scared uh, or nervous or even anxious. If you can trust that it's going to be all right, making these moves, making these changes, then take the next step and then see what things look like. Have an open mind and reconsider some of the things that you had been so certain of. And you might find some really pleasant or uh, um, illuminating ideas. I have a lot of fun with that, and it actually fuels me going through my life each day because I know that I can look forward to this. And the changes and the transitions might not always be as uh, high contrast, as significant as moving from my apartment to my house, but um, knowing that each day I'm capable of going through that type of transition and change and improvement and polish and refinement, uh, it it's fun and fulfilling for me to go through life this way. Anyway, thanks. I hope this gives you something to think about.